friends, so I bet you didn't actually expect me to be here again. Me neither, but here I am. And I was looking for video inspiration, video ideas and all the things on Twitter because I'm just drained. But someone actually came through and there were quite a few ones that I really quite enjoyed, so a few more of them might happen at some point. Quite a few more about my experience working as a part-time bookseller, so if you want bookshop stories, do drop me a comment down below just to have an idea if you would be interested. Anyway, so one of them was the Unpopular Opinions Book Tag. I did this once before, so I will link that down below, but don't we all love just like a little bit of tea? So I thought I would come back and do this once more. So question number 1 is, what's a popular book or series that you didn't like? And this is not as much popular on BookTube, shockingly enough, as it is in the wide, real world. And it's Normal People by Sally Rooney, and it's basically a fancy YA that people don't call YA, so it's like getting critical acclaim. But my issue is, so everyone else I know has loved this book. One of the greatest things they've ever read, all that, right? And even people I trust, I felt very hurt, but here we are. And I started reading this and I was kind of getting into it. The writing style is very particular, so it can be very hit or miss, but I was like getting into it. I didn't love Sally Rooney's debut, but I liked it enough. I was curious, I'm reading, and this woman uses the phrase, this country could use a little more communism, or something very close to that. And she'd already done the whole romanticizing communism with her wannabe edgy characters in Conversation with Friends. So as soon as my Romanian former communist state eyeballs read that sentence, I was done for, I was gone. And so that was very early on, and my enjoyment of the book just never could really happen. Question number 2 is, what's a book or series that everyone else seems to hate but you like? And I'm very sad to say this, but I do see like a shocking amount of people disliking this, and it's What If It's Us by Becky Albertalli and Adam Silvera. I'm too lazy to grab my copy of it, so, but you know the book, you know it. It's a cutesy, gay, contemporary love story type thing, and it's the softest, most fun thing I've read all year, I think. And so it brought me a lot of pain to see people weren't liking it as much as they thought they would, partly because the reason most of people disliked it was the reason why I liked it, and that's because the love story doesn't really work that well. They have to put actual work into making this relationship work. How many more times can I say work? Anyway, you get the gist. And I really appreciated that, and you don't see that often enough. And so I don't know. Question number 3 is, what is a love triangle in a book or series where the protagonist ended up with the person you didn't want them to end up with? So she's not a protagonist, and I know a lot of people will hate me, but I'm not into Hermione. I think Hermione deserved better. I think she had better options. I don't think adult Hermione and adult Ron have all that much in common. I don't know. I don't dig it. I'm sorry if Hermione stands, but it is what it is. Question number 4 is, what's a popular genre that you hardly reach for? And there are quite a few, so I don't read all that much literary fiction like adult. I don't read all that much romance. I don't read horror. I don't read sci-fi. And I would like to read more of them all, but there are so many books and so little time, and I'm tiny and exhausted. Question number 5 is, what's a popular or beloved character that you don't like? Rowan from the Throne of Glass series. I really blanked for a moment there. I don't like Rowan. I can't stand Rowan. It's been so long since I've read a Sarah J. Maas book, but there's still so much anger towards Rowan in my tiny little heart because I despised him ever since he first appeared, and here we are. Next question is, what's a popular author that you can't seem to get into? as I said, Sally Rooney is not working out for us ever, which is sad, because I know Normal People was the book club choice for Florence Welch's book club, so that was very disappointing for me. But I'm probably gonna still attempt to read anything else she comes out with, and hopefully I will one day get to the point where I can say that I like a Sally Rooney book. Next question is, what's a popular trope that you're tired of seeing? So I would have said a while ago that all tropes are overdone and boring and whatever, but there is no story that doesn't function with the aid of some sort of trope or another. So I think that any trope can work as long as it's well done, but I do really dislike when the girl goes for the douchey love interest that just keeps insulting her and being a douchebag and being plain abusive, and it's just not working, you know? Number 8 is, what's a popular book or series that you have no interest in reading? So this is it's not my intention for this to be a dig at Sarah J. Maas throughout the whole video, but I don't think I'm ever gonna finish either Throne of Glass or A Court of whatever as a series, because those books are so chunky, and I haven't seen people saying that they're good enough of conclusions for them to be worth being so busy with so many pages for so long. So I might one day, I'm never saying never, but with how busy I am trying to juggle everything else, I think there's just better books or series for me to focus on at some point. And if you do love them, that's fine. And the last question is, what's a movie or TV show adaptation of a book or series that you like more than the book? So Netflix adapted the book You by Caroline Kepnes. I read that when they first announced that it would be a thing, I think, or maybe even beforehand. I don't remember. It was pretty buzzed on BookTube back in the day, even with people that didn't normally read crime or thrillers and all that, which I really don't and don't really have the intention to, except for the Sherlock Holmes series, which now I'm very invested into, but alas, not the point. So I was very shocked that the TV show is it's a mess. It's still a mess because it's weird as fuck, but it's so well done, and I really like the visuals of it. I think the acting is pretty good, except for Shay Mitchell, who, bless her heart, is not the best. You feel, I don't know, but it's really beautiful to look at in a very messed up way. So that's my answer, I suppose. So thank you very much for watching this. I'm not sure if I would like to tag someone, because I feel like everyone's done this multiple times, and I feel like I should have put a disclaimer at the beginning of the video about how this is not a dig at you if I'm making a dig at your favorite books, blah 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 blah. But we're all grown-ups and we understand that, don't we? I hope. I don't know. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later. Goodbye.